But anyway, from one UEFA competition to a new one. Yes, UEFA yet again have brought out another pointless competition. Money. I'm already hearing it. I'm already hearing the change hit the floor. But Joe, it's going to be called the Europa League 2, which straight away is an insulting name, isn't it? Really,
Very creative.
Very creative. But I mean, it's to promote more lower teams again. But no one watches. The fans have been commenting already under this, and have been saying, "I don't watch the Europa League anyway, so I have no reason to watch Europa League 2." What is this? Is this really? Is it so obvious now that they just want to make more money?
It's just another money-making racket, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest, if you're going to do that, you might as well just bring back the defunct Intertoto Cup or the Cup Winners' Cup.
I mean, we don't want the Intertoto Cup.
Well, Newcastle, Fulham fans might beg to differ, but
James, if you are listening, yes, you do want that back. He's a Fulham fan.
But I think the Cup Winners' Cup would be a good concept to bring back. I'm never really sure why they got rid of it, to be honest. I think it allowed teams from all across Europe that have won competitions to
I'd imagine the Champions League was just getting bigger and bigger, maybe, and they focused on that. I'm not sure.
Because you look at Wrexham, they had a moment, it was in the 50s, so they knocked out Porto in the Cup Winners' Cup. So it allows those lower league sides the chance as well.
Exactly. And Conor, I've got nothing wrong with new tournament ideas, but even FIFA trying to sort out the Confederations Cup, which we all know is another pointless one, and then we have the Club World Cup where they want to get 24 teams going, and UEFA have argued with them. They even had their representatives walk out of the meetings because they were just disagreeing with the idea. Is it getting to that point where the football calendar it's too much? We've got enough going already, and even some of the managers and players are starting to complain, saying, I don't have the time. We got to recover from that game to another.
Yeah, certainly recovery times need to be taken into account, and I think that will catch up to FIFA to the point where they won't be making these tournaments at brandish times of the year and things like that, like having the World Cup in 2022 in Qatar during the winter period. I think that's going to be a very eventful season around the world, especially in the major European leagues, as to how they cope with that, especially with the Champions League too, because a lot of those games are going to either be taking place very quickly before the World Cup or not taking place at all, and the Champions League will be stretched out even further. I haven't really looked that too far ahead to see how it would be adjusted, but to be honest, I'm not letting it bother me either, because I just can't be bothered with it. So it's like, don't moan too much about things that you can't control. So
no, fair enough. Just like Brexit right now. But yep, I went there.
Second referendum, by the way. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll argue afterwards. But overall, I think you're probably right. At the end of the day, we're not the ones who are making the money. We're just the fans.
That's what it is, though. It's just money. So these top clubs can moan about all they want about how the structure of the season goes against them, how injured players and things like that. But truth be told, without these competitions, your club wouldn't be in the position that they are. So
yeah, that's true. I mean, Europa League and Champions League, I can give UEFA a lot of praise for. They work, I think. Europa League, okay.
So just run through the criteria then of this Europa League 2 then.
Oh, God. Where do I start? I haven't got it on my phone.
You haven't got it?
No. I read it. I was reading it before.
There's a computer there.
Yeah, there is. I'm not going to read it now. We haven't got the time. But I was reading it on the train, and I didn't understand it. I was reading it, and I was thinking, it was like the Nations League when they launched.
So how do you qualify for it then?
So basically, I believe it is something like the other teams that... This is where it's all confusing. So the Europa League spots that we have at the moment...
Is it essentially like... In the Champions League, you finish third and you go into that competition.
Something like that.
Is it like that?
Something, I don't know. You have to read it. It doesn't. It's
I was
pointless.
asking you.
I know there's 32 teams, but that's it.
Read it. It's so confusing. They need to do. I remember when UEFA did a video explaining the Nations League last year, and after watching that 3-minute video, I was still. How does it work? How does it work? Right. Anyway, I think we've had enough of that argument. So really, we want to know, is it pointless bringing another tournament to the mix from UEFA? Well, let us know on the comments below on our YouTube channel.